Now at 6, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. Developing news out of New Haven County. Police say a series of burglaries and at least one armed robbery happened in multiple towns and cities over the weekend.
Now, 2 of those crimes happened in North Haven, with one of them captured on video at the Citgo gas station on Washington Avenue. And Fox 61's Julia LeBlanc has the latest.
A busy day, especially for North Haven police yesterday, as they responded to a burglary at another gas station just down the street from here and an armed robbery at this gas station. This time it was caught on camera and a viewer shared it with us.
That's scary.
Jaleesa Nunez Pastrana travels across Connecticut for work after hearing about a burglary at this gas station on Sunday and an armed robbery at another place down the street. She's not surprised.
The way the world is nowadays, I'm not surprised.
North Haven police say a 16-year-old Hartford male is now in custody after being charged in connection to this incident. Caught on camera Sunday morning at the Citgo gas station on Washington Ave in North Haven. The video shared anonymously with Fox 61.
That's just crazy. They need to do better.
Police say it was around 5:30 in the morning when 4 people pulled up to the gas station and went inside. One of them approached the employee with a gun. After a brief struggle, police say 1 round was fired, but nobody got hurt. Moments later, the video shows the employee chasing the suspects out of the store with a gun in their hand. When one suspect falls, the employee attempts to make a citizen's arrest as he waited for police.
And when they're young, they don't think, they don't care, they don't think about the consequences.
Hours earlier, just before 1 a.m., in an unrelated incident happening minutes away on State Street, police say another group of 4 people wearing masks burglarized this mobile gas station. Police say they smashed the front glass, took over $2,000 worth of cigarettes and 2 cash registers before leaving in a stolen car out of Manchester. Customers like Michael Maddie are horrified by these troubling trends.
I guess that's what the kids, they go around hitting all these gas stations because they know they got a lot of cigarettes.
Police say the suspects in this burglary are connected to 2 others in Hampton, 2 in Orange, and 1 in West Haven.
That's terrible because it's heart-wrenching for these people here that run the station, and it's scary for them too.
Now, we did attempt to speak with an employee at this Citgo gas station. They referred us to their corporate office, and we have not heard back. Now, if you have any information on the other suspects in the video, you're asked to reach out to police. We are in North Haven. Julia LeBlanc, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Fairfield police are looking for 2 burglary suspects. This happened at the Mohegan Smoke Shop on Tunxus Hill Cutoff early yesterday morning. Police say the 2 suspects crashed through the storefront with a car, then stole various things before taking off. The vehicle was later found abandoned. Call Fairfield police if you have any information on this burglary.
And police are looking for the people who broke into more than 3 dozen cars at an apartment complex in Rocky Hill. Police were called to Stepney Place Apartments on Silas Deane Highway early yesterday morning, and officials say 43 cars had been broken into. Most of them were locked. Workers at an AutoZone nearby tell Fox 61 they were shocked to see the number of customers who came in to buy items to repair their vehicles.
We opened at 7:30. I want to say about 8 a.m. Just nonstop. People coming in by the groups, by the 2s, by the 5s, just with the same story. They just took all the temporary glass kits that we had, and we sold out by about 9 a.m.
The recent break-ins are leaving a lot of Rocky Hill residents on edge.
We've had individual break-ins, but not an episode of mass destruction, so it's very concerning.
Anyone with any information is asked to call Rocky Hill Police.
A broken bridge in a small town of Connecticut is getting a big fix. It's welcome news for people living in East Hampton who for the last 2 months have spent money and time navigating a dirt road detour. Fox 61's Matt Karen has an update.
Well, it's an example of the power of Mother Nature. This washed out crossing dividing a neighborhood in 2 and sparking a debate in town on the best course of action to fix it, considering its location on environmentally sensitive wetland. Imagine if you lived here. These people do.
Well, it certainly hasn't made it any easier.
It's really not that big of a deal to me.
Wampawag Road in East Hampton. at least what's left of it, after heavy rain in January overwhelmed Safstrom Brook and the massive metal culverts that carry water underneath.
It was like Old Faithful. The water coming down so fast it shot straight up into the air.
Patty Burdick hasn't let the 15-minute detour bother her.
I think people just need to have patience.
She's lived in the first house on the other side of the bridge for 37 years.
So this isn't the first time this has happened?
Oh, heck no. This is like maybe the third.
But after spending 3 months in the hospital with COVID pneumonia, she said she does worry about emergencies.
When and if I have an attack, it's kind of scary knowing that it's going to take a little bit longer for the guys to get here.
The good news, there's now a plan to fix it. Town officials just sent residents this letter detailing the installation of a larger square culvert that can handle more water. The town saying an end is in sight, and we believe it will be a long-term solution with excellent value for the town.
It feels like probably should have been taken care of a little bit sooner.
Mike McGuire lives on the other side of the bridge, and he says the road closed signs have caused confusion for delivery drivers.
They see the road closed signs at the top of ours, and they don't know that there's access to 3 driveways beyond that. So they drive all the way around.
He was most concerned about the heavy rain that fell over the weekend.
We haven't seen a ton of activity from the town really down there either, addressing the bridge. So our biggest concern is the bridge is going to completely fail, and then we're going to have a major flooding issue on our property.
Pending approval by the town council at a meeting tomorrow, work is slated to begin in April and should take about 60 days to complete, costing the town just over $400,000. Reporting in East Hampton, Matt Caron, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Turning to the weather now, a mild start to the week.
And Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frame joining us now with a look at the rest of the week. Rach?
Cooler and cloudier starting tomorrow, and we've got many rain chances in the days ahead. Of course we do, but only one washout. 49 in Hartford, 54 degrees for the New Haven area, and we're in the upper 40s in Waterbury right now. I wanted to show you again the headline. If you're going to take anything away from this, it's that you don't want to be too far away from your umbrella as we head through the next week. Here's a look at the radar, scanning the sky clear. Obviously, we've got sunny skies overhead. This is the disturbance that will bring us likely the heaviest rain of the week, and that will be during the day on Thursday. But for tonight, we'll see increasing clouds late, so clear skies over the next several hours as we're gearing up for the news at 11. Temperatures are in the mid-30s, and we'll see overnight lows dip back into the upper 20s for some of our cooler spots, but low 30s for most of the state. Any early sun that you see, I think consider it a bonus. Overall, it's a cloudy day. There's a slight chance for a sprinkle with temperatures that will climb into the low to mid 40s by afternoon. And then heading into later tomorrow night, areas of fog, mist and drizzle, and that's what the weather will be doing when you wake up on Wednesday. There will be a few scattered showers Wednesday, but again, it all outpours on Thursday. We'll talk more about that, your full forecast coming up.
Well, new tonight, Governor Ned Lamont kicks off the launch of Microtransit services in Connecticut. The service provides accessible, on-demand transportation for seniors and people living with disabilities to places in the state that have typically been underserved. Customers can use an app or a phone number to request and schedule rides within 9 transit districts.
Spend an awful lot of time talking about high-speed rail and going from one major city to another major city. But it's also about our smaller towns, rural communities, and that last mile. And that's what this microtransit program is all about.
On-demand microtransit services will begin on a staggered basis beginning tomorrow through the end of July. We have lists of those services on our website, fox61.com.
Right now, Hartford Mayor Arunan Arulampalam is delivering his State of the City address to City Council. The address highlighting the administration's progress in the first 3 months in office. Arulampalam also addressing pending future initiatives and his proposed fiscal year budget for 2025. You can watch the full address on fox61.com on Fox 61 Plus. Also happening right now, the UConn women's basketball team just hitting the court for the second round of the NCAA tournament in Stores. The 3-seed Huskies facing 6-seed Syracuse at Gamble Pavilion. Fox 61 Sports Director Jonah Karp will have a recap of the game on the Fox 61 News at 10 and 11 tonight.
On the men's side, the Huskies earned another victory yesterday on the hardwood to advance to the second weekend of the NCAA men's basketball tournament. The score 75-58 over Northwestern at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. The Huskies now head to the Sweet 16 for the second consecutive year.